Lewis has just written on the whiteboard with a permanent marker. So last week it was his face like that. Today it's the art. What are we going to do next week, Lewis? You've got another party trick for us. Are you? Oh, blinking heck. People having time off. What's that?
Where are we going? I
Don't
want
know. Right, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a fabulous hour for you. We've got our Sam on cameras. We've got Lewis on production. We've got David as your demonstrator.
Hello.
With his, oh, look at you with your fancy atomizer. Oh, do you
Just
know
cooling
what?
myself down.
Wouldn't that? Do you know what? That would have been hilarious.
Tonight,
Can you
Matthew,
imagine?
I'd be there as a Smurf.
Instead, I'm like, do you want me to come over and feed you grapes, darling? Oh, that's very funny. Right, so live shopping, how does it work? Well, it's very easy to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. You can watch us on YouTube, on your big TV. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code, and all you need to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath that video, right? So it's super easy. You'll then get a message to your social media inbox, and in that message there is a link. Click the link, that will take you to highlightcrafts.com website, where you're going to log into your account and then check out your goodies. The sooner you check out, the sooner we can pick and pack those orders and get them shipped to you. So it's really important that you're logging in. And the reason for that is, if you haven't got an account with us yet, open one please, because you will get club member benefits for free. So extra discount, loyalty points for every £1 that you spend that you can use against future purchases. And on a basket spend over £35, you don't pay any postage, which is brilliant. You could also shop with us directly on the website if that's how you like to do it. So just go on to highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play, and then all the items in that show will appear on your screen. You then just select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will appear at the top of your screen in a little red shopping bag. So once you're ready to check those out, click on that bag, and that will take you through that login and checkout process. Now, you can also shop ahead. So if you want to shop ahead with us, go onto highlightcrafts.com. On the homepage, there's a banner that says Shop Today's Deals. So you're going to click on that, and that opens up all the deals from all the products on all today's shows. I know some of you do it in the middle of the night, just, yeah, you know what? Let's just check out what we've got on today. And that's a great thing. And also we're coming up to summer, aren't we? People are going to be going out for days or having the grandchildren. You can either take us with you or you can shop ahead, so you don't miss out on any of the goodies that we've got. Right, David, are you ready to come and join me, love?
Yeah, I think
Excuse
so.
you.
I know, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Me.
Airbrush, this has become one of your favourite products, hasn't it?
It's my go-to. I use this every day. Honestly, for so many things. Well, all of the stencils that we share here at Highlight Crafts, there is florals, there's text, there's texture, there's script, there's everything, quite literally. Every single one of those stencils I can now airbrush with.
Yeah.
All of my interiors I can use my airbrush in furniture, on rice paper. It's great as a hobbyist if you do your model making or you've got your smaller scale dioramas, that sort of thing. But an airbrush piece of equipment can cost you quite a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when you've got a compressor, you've got the cord, the bungee cord, and you've got the spiral ones which tethers you to the compressor. They're really noisy as well. And that is quite a restriction. Well, we managed to source to you the perfect airbrush for not only the inks that we have on the show, but also your cadence mediums that you can use with it at the same time.
Man, that board behind you, son. Everybody does it. Every show, everybody does it.
It's because when I stand next to you, everyone has to stand back.
I know, right?
Sorry.
Lewis, will you do me a favour and nip next door and get the iPad, then I can say hello to our family and friends at home.
So this airbrush kit, it's phenomenal. It's at a great price for you, but it has sold out more than 5 times
yes, it
now.
has, absolutely.
More than 5 times. The first time we bought you, we bought it back, and then we had a show the other day where it went 3 times
I know, right?
in one day.
Mad.
It comes charged already for you.
Love that.
It's got a 2-speed setting.
Nice.
So you turn it on, you got your first speed, second speed, and off. Okay. It's USB-C charging. Okay, so you're going to get your cable with it. The USB-C goes straight into the port like this, of course. That's going to go inside there. We get it the right way around for you. There we go. And then this goes into either a computer tower or a phone charge cable, that sort of thing. So you get the cable with it. Then you also get the barrel. Now this here then threads to the top of the gun. You twist it like that, and you line it up. So that is now on the top of here. You've then got two separate pans, okay? Kettles, pans, bowls, containers, whatever you want to call them. The lids pop off, and that's where you put your ink inside. I always use the larger one. It's my preference. It's just because I can get more ink in it. It's not running out quite as quick. So you cross thread that on top of here, keeps it nice and tight there together. And then the lid goes on like that. You do also get, I don't know if they're falling down into the bottom of the box, the little cleaning brushes. There we go, they're just inside there. You do also get the little cleaning brushes, the pipette with it, and some extra O-rings as well. Now these cleaning brushes are so important because when you actually dismantle your airbrush tool, if I just do an anti-clockwise twist on here, when that comes out, you have a really fine needle inside there.
Wow, that is super fine.
It's incredibly sharp as well, so please be careful of it. So that is, it is a needle. So what this does is that creates a piercing hole through this section, and it actually comes through the most minute hole in the tip of there. And then you've got your diffuser. That then goes on the top of that, so it protects it, so it's not sharp at all to the end.
Right.
But then you've got this little cone shape, which gives you this wonderful airbrush diffusion.
Wow.
Ultra fine, okay? That kit for you, if you were to buy this independently with your compressor and your airbrush together, you'd be paying over £100. But you're getting all of this cordless, so you're not tethered, it's rechargeable for a cracking price.
You are. It is Shop Brush. And it's $34.99. $34.99.
$34.99 for that.
You know, this morning when you bought your 2 hot foil pens and you saved $34.99. So today you can get your airbrush and 2 of your hot foil pens for what you would normally pay for. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's a brilliant price. It really is. It's easy to clean. It's easy to keep on top of. We always advise you to use the products that we share during the shows in this, okay?
Yes,
so I wouldn't experiment with anything else unless you're experienced with an airbrush and you've got your extender to thin down any paints, because you can use acrylics inside here as well. You just want to make sure you keep it on top of all your housekeeping and getting it to stay in tip-top condition.
Absolutely. So, Shop Brush, $34.99. Now we've got is it spin the wheel for us, Lewis?
It is, yes.
Spin the wheel. Code is cheese.
Well, then we'll spin the cheese at the end.
I choose food when we're starving.
What are you going to have for your lunch?
I have no idea.
I've got sausage casserole from last night. It was gorgeous. And Luke made, I call them dolphin nose potatoes.
Dolphin nose.
We always say dolphin. He did his homemade dolphin nose potatoes. Oh, like this thick. You could cut them with a piece of paper though, that's soft, dripping in cheese, oozing in flavour.
That was just Luke.
He usually is dripping in cheese.
Well, he gets that off you. Right, next. Shop Artist next. Good grief, there's no one cheesier, is there? Shop Artist is going to get you 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. 15, well done, David. 15 colours for $27.99. Right, now then, we've brought you things like your shimmer inks. We've brought you your marble paints. Why are these different, please?
Okay, so these are a particular airbrush ink. Okay, they are designed for the process of airbrushing. What we've done is we've actually, in previous shows, got products that will work well in an airbrush because we've managed to discover that ourselves.
Yes.
But this here is developed and designed purely for that process. And there's a reason why it's different. For one, these are permanent inks, okay? So if they're going to go onto paper, you can rehydrate it with water and it will not move. Okay,
right.
So you can try your best to move it afterwards, but they're going to stay in place on pottery, onto things like paper, cardstock, ceramics, wooden items. They are fabulous, but they don't dry on instant contact with air. Now you'll find that if you instantly put, I don't know, some of your inks from home inside your airbrush tool and you use it, and the ink flows for about 5 seconds and stops, that's because that continuous blow and flow of air is drying that ink before it can even get a chance to leave the airbrush tool. So this here is pushed by the air, not dried by the air.
Right.
So it will flow through the nozzle evenly and disperse onto the surface, and it doesn't clog. Now the thing is, when you're going to thin down a lot of your mediums, you're going to dilute the consistency and the pigment, so you might have to use more product to get a stronger result. These are already pre-thinned and ready to go, but the pigmentation is so intense. In fact, I'll grab with you one of the pieces that I did.
You were really impressed with these, weren't you?
Well, but the second I started using them, I was like, everybody needs to come and have a look at this.
Yes, you were.
Because the colours,
wow,
they are amazing,
Yeah.
okay? With this, it's a directional spray. It's a really even distribution as well. The consistency is spot on as well. You've not got any misting inside there or spotting. It literally is all. Give them a good shake before you use them, as always with any medium. But you do have some metallics in these kits as well.
You do.
Which is different. Now they've got an ultra-fine mica in them, which won't block your nozzle, but if you've used metallics in there, just clean it afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. So Shop Artist will get you those 15 colours. I love the blues in this kit.
Yeah, we're going to use the blues today.
These, with those rice papers we had yesterday.
They would look great.
Through a stencil over the top. It's exactly those blues, isn't it, that was on that one? That was my favourite yesterday.
You'll find different reasons for the kits being so purposeful. Inside here, you've got a lot of your darker tones. In the next one, you've got whites, okay, for all of your highlight accents. But also inside here, you've got neons. Lots of different colours for you to play with.
Okay, so the alternative to that is Specialist.
Yes.
Okay, so you're getting 15 colours.
Look at that neon pink.
I know, they're amazing, aren't they? You make your choice. I like the fact that you've got a white one in that.
Yeah, the whites for all your highlight.
Highlighting will be brilliant, won't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to be using this bundle in one of our first demos, and then we're going to be using this one for the white inside there as well. But I'm going to show you as many colours as I can throughout the hour.
Brilliant. Davina Robertson says they arrived yesterday, bought both sets, will be playing with them after work. I know, how rude of work interfering with my crafting. Indeed.
Yeah, that's just can you just tell them to not do that, please?
Okay, so Chris Breeze, will gesso go through airbrush?
No. It won't, I'm afraid. Great question, but no, it won't. It's far too thick. When you water down gesso, you will never get the consistency right in the ratio of water. It's just designed to be used as is. The only thing you can do with gesso to change it is mix colours with it, but no, for an airbrush it won't work. No. It'd be like firing mashed potato out the end. It just, it won't work. Yeah.
Mashed potato.
Oh, mashed potato. I've got dolphin nose. Do you know what? Mashed potato, I could just sit and eat a bowl of it.
Oh, I could too.
I love mashed. Oh, with gravy, just as a dip.
Gravy.
I used to mix my peas into it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love
gravy,
doing that.
Like that. Love it. Right, next, extender, David. What do I need extender for with an airbrush, please?
Okay, so extender is the perfect water-based paint thinner. So there's a lot of thinners out there that are terps and, you know, sort of that sort of solvent finish, which are really, you know, chemically. But if you're using water-based paint, you're going to want a water-based thinner.
Yeah.
Now, extender gives longevity and open working time to the paint. So if you're using an acrylic, say, for example, the brights and the pastels we have towards the end of our counter, if you wanted those through your airbrush gun, you can do it. But what you want to do is mix it in another pot before you pour it into this pan. So a small little pot, put a teeny tiny amount of paint in, like a single little drop from the nozzle, and then you want to use probably 10 times the amount of that in this. Okay. So you would use probably about 8 to 10 mil, and you get 70 mil in here for one colour. That's a brilliant going rate, to be honest. Mix it together so it's the consistency of water, and then it can go into your airbrush tool. So essentially, you can thin down your acrylic paints to be an airbrushing ink. Just be cautious of the fact that you are going to be thinning them down and you want a little bit more spray to build up the pigment. Okay, perfect. Right, I think what we do right now is clear this bit and get that mystery box on the counter. I think so as well. Because we've got a brand new mystery box for you. We'll do the rest of the counter in a minute, but the value for money on this is quite extraordinary. David just literally emptied the box earlier on the previous show, and we got to, what, £178 worth? I think we just tipped at 180, and that was being conservative with our prices. Absolutely. Today, Shop Mystery, $49.99. Now, contents will vary. We've already sold quite a few of them in the previous hour, so if you want it, I love that cat. For Halloween, cool. That's super cool. It could be a toilet roll holder. Do you know what? That's not a bad shout. It could. That'd be a bit quirky, wouldn't it? Toilet roll holder on there, on your bathroom side. At that. You could decoupage them in more blue and white, and it'd look like Delftware if you wanted to. That's a great idea. I love that. Gift bags. Happy bags. You've got in here. Bags. First die, yours will vary, but look at that. That's a $29.99 die. Another huge die in there. Yours will vary, of course. Yes, it will vary. Silicone moulds, they're $14.99. Tons of stickers, okay? All different craft stickers. Craftmaster embossing stencil kit. Craftmaster layering stencil. Premium pure print in here. Variety packs of coloured paper and card. Wow. DIY tape, $9.99. Lunchbox. I love this lunchbox. Lunchbox with multi-compartments inside it. And colours may vary, is that right, Sam? Yep. These are so cool. I'm getting myself some of these. I hope we can do these separately because I want some of these. Right, okay, so you've got your lunchbox. We've then got a creative jewellery making kit. We've then got two Red Robins Flower of the Month dies. We've then got 2 of our Royal and Anlical drawing pads. Another load of stickers inside there as well.
Remember, this is just a replication of what you might get. Every box will be slightly different, I should imagine.
Candle dies. Use with your candles. Arteza pouring paint inside there. Cadence Dora Metallic.
I know.
Cadence Venetian Touch. You have got an absolute hoard there. A haul of items.
Are we set up, Lewis?
Yep.
Shop Mystery,
Yep.
$49.99.
It's not going to last.
It's not. No, it's absolutely
This
not.
is, I think, the best value for money bundle I've seen us
Yeah.
do, and we've done some cracking ones. The Mystery and the X-Demo ones are fabulous. They might be coming back soon, but this
I
is
love
great.
this.
You don't have to use it for lunch if you don't
No,
want
you
to.
don't. You can use it for storage.
We'll take the knife and fork
Well,
out.
do you
That
know
could be
what?
for all your
They're
rhinestones.
perfect for little ones,
Yeah, they are.
aren't they? So instead of buying baby fork and spoon, you've got them in there. These all open up, don't they? So you've got extra storage underneath here. I think these are great. Look at that.
Look at that. You've got your
Isn't that
grapes,
cool?
tomatoes, your little crab sticks.
I love these.
I think they're fabulous.
I do too. I
They're
think
so
they're
good.
great.
Well, you could have your salad in there.
Yes, and if you're going out with the kids over the summer, you know, the most expensive part I found of going out for the day is the food.
Oh, it's the food. Well,
can
it's the
take it
biggest
with
thing
you.
people, yeah.
Absolutely.
Or a coffee.
Right, while you're putting that back in here, we've got a question from Charlene. Can you airbrush on glass? And if I airbrushed on the house-shaped tea light holders from earlier, can I then aquastone it?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
You can airbrush onto glass. You just want to make sure you fully seal it afterwards. And if you're airbrushing onto the tea light holders, they work absolutely fine. But yes, you can aquastone it afterwards, but you don't need to.
Right, so what am I working with on glass then?
So when you're working on your glass, you can use these onto glass if you want to.
Oh, okay.
When you use them, you want to do very thin, even strokes. So you don't want to add too much at once because you'll bead it. And when you bead it, it creates lots of tiny little speckles of ink, and it will run. Okay. I would say definitely practice and persevere onto different surfaces first, like paper and
Yes,
ceramics,
I would too.
and work your way up to glass. But definitely have a pane of glass from a photo frame or something to test, and you can have a play with it.
These are great party bags, aren't
Oh,
they?
they're perfect.
Aren't they?
They're really cute.
I love these. I think they're really sweet. Right,
All of that for you.
Shop Mystery, $49.99. Right,
Look at all that.
shall we continue down the counter?
Let's do it.
So, shimmer sprays. Now,
Yes.
these aren't for the airbrush, are they?
No, they're not.
Right.
So they're in their own spray bottle. They're great to have on the show because they're an ink, and we talk about
Yes.
inks in different mediums. But these are pre-mixed shimmer sprays. You have the mica all settled to the base. When you work with them, give them a good swirl like this. Rub them in between your hands, or you can give them a little swish. And you can see there already all that mica is starting to disperse around the medium. Now, every single time you use these, I would definitely suggest unscrewing the cap and then just pumping through some warm soapy water,
Absolutely.
just so nothing sits in there for a long period
Yep.
of time, and it keeps your nozzle fresh. So all of these are in one big bundle for you together at an incredible price. But look at the colours of the mica. Look at that.
These
It's
colours are
amazing.
just spectacular, aren't they?
That is gorgeous. I mean, that blue,
Yeah.
that's proper shimmer mica. That is really, really packs a punch, these.
And the reason you can't use them through your airbrush is because of that very super fine nozzle, isn't it? And the mica will just...
It is, and also the thing is with this, the nozzle on these is very different to the one that's on your airbrush tool. So there's far more mica content within the volume of ink ratio inside here. So if you were to make your own mica spray at home, you might put quite a bit in to get a lovely shimmered effect, but it wouldn't be suitable for an airbrush because there's too much mica to cope with the volume of liquid. So this here it's too good, basically.
Yeah.
There's too much mica in it, and you don't want to clog your nozzle.
Okay, so before we come on to these inks, what's this little gadget?
Okay, so this
This is
here...
a bit cool, isn't it?
So Susan's been
Is
lazy
it?
again.
Is she?
Susan's been lazy. So what this is, it's a laptop stand, but we thought this would work really well for your airbrushing as well. So you
Yeah.
can cover it in paints or whatever, it can get used. But it means you can angle different things on it and elevate. So if
Nice.
you're right to pass me the iPad a second
I am.
that we have here, it means that if you're wanting to watch something, now this is a little bit bigger for an iPad, but you can then elevate it so
Love
it
that.
lifts up as well. But it means that your laptop could stand towards you. Have we got? I wonder if we've got eyes under there. No, it's fine.
No, it might be... Oh, no, it'll be behind there. Let me go and get it.
You sure?
Yep.
And then you've got your Lazy Susan under here, which of course spins freely, meaning you can rotate around. This is at a cracking price for you. You can use it for your crafting to put your canvas on here, or it could be a palette board, anything like that. It would work really well for this. So I've got a laptop here with me. Thank you very much, Mel.
Welcome.
And then what you would do, so I've got it on my desk like this, okay.
Hannah has one of these on her desk, doesn't she, with a laptop on?
She does. So the laptop sits in there like
oh,
that.
see, that's better.
And then you have it around. So then, of course, you can tilt it up and it goes flat again. So
I
it'd be
love
like
that.
this. so it's nice and flat, or you raise it up like that.
So you can type like an old-fashioned typewriter where all the keys are angled up.
Well, it just feels right.
It does, because you can rest your wrists and do that rather than doing that. I think that's a brilliant product.
Me too.
Shop Tilts, $14.99.
Is that it?
$14.99.
Wow.
I know, that's great. Emma, what would you like, love? The steppers. There's only one in here. There should be two in the other one, I think.
There you go.
I think I put, well, I know they're in there because I put one on top of the other this morning. Okay. It's a bit chaotic today, isn't it? Because we've got people off, people not very well. Andrew's not here. Lauren's still on maternity leave. Jane's poorly. So we've got quite a few people, and we're like, how are we going to set up all these shows in between, right?
You were yet
Amanda's
to work
off.
that out.
Ethan's off.
I know,
It's
right?
been a lot today, hasn't it? But it's good fun. Right, so if you want that, Shop Tilt, $14.99. That's a great gift for somebody as well, isn't it?
Oh, it's a brilliant gift. It really is. And again, you don't have to just use it for a laptop. It could be for a sketch pad. It could be for a canvas on here.
Yep.
Anything that you want to display at an angle to make it easy. But again, if you are airbrushing and you want something at different angles,
Yeah.
rotate it around as you're airbrushing it.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Right, next. So, these are your regular inks.
These are regular
So you
inks,
can
these
use
ones.
these in your...
You can use these in your airbrush tool. They're just
Okay.
pure water-based ink inside here. There's no micro in them. They're incredibly high pigmentation though. So please do use gloves when you work with them because they will stain your hands and it takes a couple of days to come off.
That colour's delicious.
They're all beautiful. They're all fully mixed. You don't have to even shake them or anything. You just go straight in with them.
Look at that.
Really deep, dark purple.
That's stunning.
Yeah, they are very, very nice.
They are beautiful.
Through your airbrush tool, they look fab.
Right, so Shop Summer
Mm-hmm.
will get you the top four colours.
It will.
For $12.99. Is this Earth?
That one there is Earth.
Earth.
Is it? Yeah, it's got the brown in it.
Okay, so $12.99 for that one. And then the bottom row is Shop Brights. Okay, primaries have gone. That's what I needed to know. Okay, Shop
Ooh.
Brights. So you take the tubes. I mean, 4 of them for $12.99 before your club discount.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
It's an amazing price. It
It
really,
is.
really is. They're fabulous inks. You can use them from the nozzle, of course, that they're manufactured with, or in your airbrush tool. You can do water painting with them, pour some into a palette and do decorative painting with it. So, watercolour blends, that sort of thing. Very high surface coverage. You can also mix all of these with your gessos to pigment that. And you can mix it all
that's
with
a good
your
shout.
acrylic paints. I know.
And your Capella and Sirius.
Yep, you can mix it with those two. Just spritz it onto the palette that you've actually put out and just swirl it together.
Wow.
And it's much better to mix these with things like that rather than acrylic paints
Yes.
because this is just the pure colour, whereas the paints has the acrylic in there forming a thicker medium but not necessarily stronger colour. This here is pure colour.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so Shop Summer, Shop Earth, or Shop Brights. And if you want the ones with the mica in, we've got the whole set, haven't we?
Yes, we do.
Shop Media, $54.99. Right, stencils next, David. These are lovely. I like these. And you're going to do loads of fabulous stuff with this, aren't you?
I love these stencils. These are one of our latest releases from Craftmaster. You've got an embossing and a detail stencil inside here, which is fabulous. And I'll show you what that means. So for every single stencil that you get inside here, they're 7x7 in size. I love this one. It's like an oil slick surface. You've got your standard stencil, which you'd use through paint, medium inks, or your foil pen. And then you've got your embossed stencil for your die cutting. Now, you don't have to use it for die cutting. You can just rub paste through it to get a dimensional finish. Great scaling, great for a card front size as well. But if you want to go through here with your airbrush tool onto fabrics, onto wooden surfaces, onto cardstock, you're going to get a great finish.
And that embossing one is great for embossing with your rubber mat through your Pro Cut,
Yes,
but
it
also
is.
it's really good for your paste because you get
Yeah.
thicker, don't you?
You absolutely do.
Right, so Shop Stencil is going to get you this one makes me smile, Odd Shapes.
Odd
It's called that
Shapes,
one. I
Odd
think they ran out
Shapes.
of inspiration. You're also going to get your wonky shapes.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. It's almost like an optical illusion, that
It
one.
is that one. It's when
really
you use
cool.
metallic through it, it's a little bit funny to look at.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Then you've got your concentric diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
You've then got your diamond pattern. That's going to be really useful.
It is.
And then you've also got my favourite, which is the dots background. Now, making dots background on a scan and cut is a doddle because it's lines of circles, but doing distressed ones is almost impossible. It would take you a long, long time because you've got to go in and find the right shape to do. Oh, it's just a faff. But you're going to get all 5 sets, so 10 in total, 5 regular stencils, 5 embossing stencils for $27.99 before your discount.
Yeah, that's just amazing. It's a really good price for
It's £5.50.
8 stencils. Well, how many have we got? 4, 5, 10
£2.75
stencils.
£2.75 each,
Yeah.
and that's before your discount. That's tremendous. Right, David, do you want to swap places and talk
Yeah,
to me
sure.
about these paints? Because why are
Absolutely.
these different?
Okay,
So if I've got my hybrids, I've got my other Cadence paints. Why do I need these?
So with the hybrid paints, there's a lot of techniques that you, at home you may already do as a crafter, whether you work on a jelly plate, whether you like to work with your stamping. Hybrids will cling and grab to anything, okay? So if you're using certain applicators, or you are using a jelly plate, they are going to stick to that jelly plate and most likely never come off, okay? So we wanted to share with you a paint from Cadence that still has the same quality of pigmentation, but has a longer open working time and isn't a hybrid. So what that means is you can still go onto different surfaces. It will still go onto metal, glass, paper, wood, ceramic, all of that. It'll just need sealing. But it means if you're going to go through your airbrush tool, it's not going to clog up straight away.
No.
It's a different surface, okay? It's completely different medium that's been created. That hybrid property has been taken out. It doesn't compromise on the quality though, but it means if you want to stamp with this, you can clean your stamp afterwards. If you're going to stencil with it, it will all come off the stencil. It will wash out of the fabric if you've spilt it on yourself. So it's a great all-round family paint. It's at a great price for you as well. But we've got it in the brights and the pastels, 2 wonderful collections, and they're in the New Harmony range, so they're all new colours.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? So Shop Bright, is it Shop Harmony?
Shop Harmony.
Shop Harmony will get you the bright sets for $39.99. That's $3.99 a bottle before your discount.
Yeah, that's a great price. I mean, you've got
That's
your black and
fabulous.
white in that one as well, so you can mix them all together. But again, these will work in your airbrush tool with your extender, because again, it's not hybrid. It's not going to clog up. If you put hybrids in there, it's going to be a little bit tricky to clean it out.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah, don't do it.
I wouldn't advise
No.
doing it. I know some of you have done it, and I have tested it, but you do need to clean it out straight away. So just be really cautious with that. And if you flush through warm water with it, it dries even quicker. So just make sure to clean it out thoroughly. But
Right
these,
product for the right tool.
they
right?
wipe off really well.
So Harmony will get you the bright set, and Pastel will get you the lovely, soft, gentle colours. These
Yes.
are fabulous, aren't they? I love these.
So these we launched at spring. Of course, you've got all your spring colours in there, but they work really well for all year. Stephanie used these with her Paint Imperfection, which worked really, really well because they're so creamy, they're velvety. They're a really soft paint as well, so you can still mix them in with all your other acrylics and your gessos as well, because then you could create pastel shades out of all of these in gesso, which would look great.
Fantastic. Right, now we've got some screen stencils here. Oh, I like that.
You can use these with your screens as well.
Love that.
It's a wonderful, the dandelion.
That is fabulous.
Now on Saturday we launched a full collection of screens, and unfortunately these are the only 2 left. I
Wow.
think we had about 8 designs. These are the last 2 designs that we've got. You've got 4 different elements.
That too.
These are silk screens. They're sticky back as well, so they're repositionable. It says from the manufacturer, it advises that you can wash them up to 15 times. We've washed some of them over 30 times,
Right.
and they've dried perfectly fine. You just keep looking after them, and they'll look after you.
And they'll look after you. So Shop Butterfly will get you the butterfly, the dragonfly, the bee and the moth,
It
which I
will.
think is a lovely set. And with these being flexible, you can go around different surfaces as well, don't you?
Oh,
Curves
jars,
and things like
you can
that.
go around lampshades with
Yep.
them, fabrics, you name it. They're adaptable for all those surfaces.
Absolutely. And then Shop Lion will get you the dandelion for $9.99. I love that.
Yeah, this on like a candle holder would look great.
I have a question, doesn't matter what the answer is. Could you use your etching cream through that?
Yes, you can. You can use your etching cream through those. Remember, 2 minutes is all you need with etching cream, so it will work fine. I know. We screen printed with Metal Leaf Mixion as well, so it gilded. So all your Metal Leaf Mixion, you can use as screen printing ink, and then you can peel it off and chuck all embossing powders onto it, or you can go on with your gilding flakes.
Oh,
Or
my
glitter.
word.
So screen print with all of your metal leaf. It looks immaculate, and with Metal Leaf Mixion, it will go onto again glass, metal, fabric,
Wow.
all those different things. You can screen print with your heat transfer medium, and then you put your foil over the top and iron it. That's coming back in stock soon. You can go through with your wood burning gel from Cadence as well on top of these. I don't think there's anything that you can't use through
Wow.
it. I would just not use anything that's super thick like a gesso.
Yeah. So Shop Butterfly will get you that one. Shop Lion will get you dandelion. Right, my love, are you ready?
I
Shall
think
we
I
see how
am.
this,
Yeah,
this works?
absolutely. Let's do it.
Brilliant. 50% of tilt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
is
that's
now
absolutely
allocated
fine. Make
and
sure to
in
get
people's
that.
baskets, which is fabulous. I'm coming over.
Oh, right. Okay, okay.
Coming
Come
to
join
sit
me.
next to me.
So with our airbrush gun, when you're working with it, obviously yours looks ever so slightly different to mine, but it's the exact same process. On here you've got your on button and your indicator. Now I'm just going to put a tiny bit of water in here and just show you the diffusion and the mist that it creates. Now, as soon as I put the button on, you can then release the trigger back. Okay, so just pulling that back releases that spray. If I put a piece of black card behind it, you might be able to see it a little bit easier. There we go. So I don't know if you can see there. Oh my, that'll help if I switch it on. There we go. So you can see that slight mist. I don't know if you can see. There we go. Yes. So you can see that mist coming through there. Now that is perfect. That's exactly how it should be, giving you an ultra fine mist where you can get closer with detail. That's just water in here. But what I've done is I've flushed it through with water before we add our inks. Now you can stencil with this, create really quick, simple effects, but should we start off with a nice big decorative project? Because I found this in my stash and I've repaired it because it was broken for quite some time.
Okay, Sue Turner's asking, do we have a deal on all the inks for the airbrush? Unfortunately, we don't at the moment, but when if we can get more stock, we'll try and do that for you, Sue. And Sue Turner says, are they ready mixed?
Yes, they are ready mixed, absolutely. All you need to do is give them a shake like this, and when you open them, you'll get the little crack of the seal, and then this little plastic collar. You just remove the black collar like that because you don't need that anymore. And your ink, you just drop it straight into the top.
Okay, we've got a few people here. Tracy Goucher says, I used the butterfly silk screen with the Harmony paints on the brown pots that you had.
Yes.
She's going to put herbs in them and they look amazing.
Yeah, they look fab.
Right, it's great, isn't it? Tricia, this is an interesting one, says, I missed most of the morning. Work keeps getting in the way. How very rude.
I know what you mean.
That one, dandelion's fully allocated.
Oh.
My airbrushes have arrived. Brushes have just arrived. So super excited. I bought one a while ago and hubby loved it and stole it from me. In brackets said he's a French polisher. So he said, order a couple more. Little does he know what else went into the order.
Well, there you go. Great opportunity. That's the
and
gateway.
Fran said she's used wood burning gel through her screen stencils as well, which is brilliant.
Oh, nice one, Fran. Thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, so I've put the ink.
I so wish we could get these in this country.
Oh, I know. Well, we had them for a very short time, but they just weigh a lot and the postage wasn't too good.
No, it wasn't.
It was kind of like a click and collect situation.
Yeah, it was.
But what we've done is we've loaded our ink into the top of our pan. I've not put the lid on. You can put the lid on if you want to. If you're doing a project where you're going to have to tilt around, put the lid on. So if I take it to the water here, you'll see, as soon as I turn it on, eventually that blue ink is going to come through. Let me just load it up a little second. I need a little bit more inside there. Bear with me. There we are. Because I just flushed all that water out. There we are. You can see. You see my water starting to turn blue. Let me get a piece of paper actually.
She said that this is going to look amazing and the air gun is super fun and very easy to use. Is the laptop tilt heavy, please? And thanks, says Daphne. No, absolutely not. It's very light.
Right, so I'm working into the centre to start with.
That.
Okay, so we're airbrushing out.
Wow.
I think the laptop stands about 400 grams.
400 grams, says Lewis. Daphne.
Okay.
That helps.
So we're going to go on here with more of our ink. So I've started in the middle, which has given us this wonderful airbrush effect, of course. And it gives us a wonderful gradient as well at the same time. So see how the distance I'm holding it? If your spray is too intense, alter this nozzle. If you screw it tighter, the trigger is going to come back less. Okay, so there's further wiggle room, but it's still going to disperse your ink. It's just going to disperse less of it. If you then unthread it so it's wider, the trigger is going to come back further, releasing more air as well, pushing it through, giving you a wider spray. So because I've got a larger project, I'm doing a slightly wider spray like this, and then I'm going to move on to a different colour of my inks. I'm now going to move on to this lovely light blue. Okay, so you can see here I've got a slight, that's ink on the bottle, it's not settled.
Oh.
I thought something had settled. All I'm going to do is now top it up with a different colour blue. Just make sure not to get this stuff on your skin because it will stain. If it does, just wash it off quickly. Okay. So now we're going to go on with this colour and we're going to start airbrushing onto our wonderful ball with a new shade. So working our way around. There we go. Filling up with this colour of blue now. And I'm going to rotate it every single time I'm done with this section. There we are. And you can see the colours starting to transform.
Lovely, isn't it?
There we go. So I'm getting all this wonderful colour coming through, and it just looks.
Oh, I love that. That with that rose rice, my favourite rice pepper yesterday.
Oh, it would look
It's
amazing.
gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
There we are. So that's all spraying on here nicely. There we go. All the way around here. And then what we do is we're going to go in with white while we've still got blue inside here. Okay. So what I'm going to do.
Are you all right, Bill?
Do you need me to come and do you want me to borrow me for a second? Right.
They're
Okay.
in cardboard boxes on the shelves. I'll go. You carry on, David. I'll go.
Oh, stuck my finger in it now.
I packed the show up.
Well, there might be the ones for Stephanie to use.
Yeah, that'll be the one.
I might be leaving the studio in a minute because I don't think they're going to the right place. I know that they're not. It didn't that. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the white one, okay? So we're going to go with the white, and I'm going to flush it through again. Now you can always keep that piece of card to hand to start to flush your colours through. So if I turn this on and start to release, look, it will go blue, and it's going to get paler as we go because we're now going to introduce that white. See how it's going much paler now?
Sorry, David. Where are your paints?
Told you. I said, I bet.
Have you hidden them?
Do you want me to come?
Just tell us where they are.
White unit behind me, they'll be on there.
The white unit behind you.
Yeah, they'll be on that white
unit.
unit. Most likely, yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Can you believe for the first time I put something away?
I know, right? And then there's another show. I did exactly the
I
same
have
thing,
one
though.
trolley and I can't keep it full of everything.
You do not have one trolley, you little fibber. You
I've
have
got
literally
one trolley.
several trolleys.
Right, I'm going to be completely
Hang on,
honest at this
hang
point.
on, hang on.
I've got two trolleys. Two trolleys. There is 4 out there and none of them are mine. I don't know whose they
Has
are.
it got your stuff on it? Because I've just seen a load of Cadence paints on at least 2 of those trolleys.
Look, they're not my trolleys.
But your
they are.
product's on it.
It is on it because not only me uses Cadence. It's
Like that,
not
innit?
me. Honestly, I'm going to chuck a scan and cut scraper on one of them. Oh, look, that trolley's yours, Mel.
I don't have 8. I only have 1 trolley. I nearly did the same thing though, because we have to write out all these post-it notes. We're trying to find a better way of doing it because it takes forever. It really does take forever, especially when you've got 6 or 7 shows in a day. And I wrote all the post-it notes for this morning, and then I suddenly went, "Oh, please tell me I haven't ripped those up and put them in the bin because there's another show."
Yeah.
I was like, "Anyway, I haven't, thank goodness."
So what
This
I'm
is
doing
looking
here,
beautiful.
it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh my goodness me, I love it.
I've gone in with the baby blue now, and I'm going all the way around the edges. But this baby blue is made up from the white and the blue together, so we've mixed our own colour in the barrel. We've not cleaned the gun in between uses, but I'm actually going around spraying it from different angles now.
Oh yeah.
So I'm making sure to get all of that in. Now what I'm going to do is then go back in with my deepest, darkest colour because that's almost dry.
Wow.
So I'm going to go back in with that super dark one, but before we do, I want to clean this out
Okay.
just to make sure no white's going to now feed through. So what we do is we're going to put some water inside here, put our finger over the end of the nozzle, and it's going to clean it through like that, okay? Then feed it back through into there.
Oh, Davina's got your card marked. She said he's been hiding them before he disappears to Turkey. Yes, he has.
Exactly, I've got to get
Highlight
it
Crafts,
organised.
whoever's on comments, has said more like 17 trolleys. I don't know who's on comments.
Whoever's on comments,
But I'm-
right, make yourself known.
Right.
Make yourself
Who's
known.
on comments, Lewis?
No name put down for it.
Yeah.
It's got to be. If it's
Well, it's
cheeky,
coming
I
through
think
as Highlight Crafts, so I'm guessing it's probably Hannah.
I've got a trolley for candle making, this trolley that stays there, and I have an extra one, and that's what I call the in-betweener, and it's whatever's happening that day goes on that trolley. We've had a lot happening this day, so it's had a lot of things on it. It's in the pyrography studio at the minute. That's why. But all them trolleys out there are mine. They're not my trolleys.
What's in your trolleys?
I know whose they are.
I know who's there too.
You know who they are.
Yeah, the person that pays your wages.
Yeah, I can't say it. It's trolleys.
Oh, Amanda. Well, Amanda. I mean, Amanda has half a dozen of everything, doesn't she?
Amanda's got a lot of trolleys.
Oh, dear me.
Look, I've got a lot of trolleys, okay, guys?
Tesco's, eat your heart out is all I'm going to say.
Right,
Other supermarkets are available, blah, blah, blah.
so we're going to filter the water out until we get the colour
Oh,
back.
nice.
Okay,
Oh,
do you have
I love that colour.
good in it?
That's my favourite blue, I think.
So back into the middle again.
Oh, look at that. I
Going
love
around
that.
here with that deep
That's
dark colour.
superb, isn't it?
Now look how we've created a perfect ombre in
I need
there.
that in my life.
So let it dry. It'll dry matte, and then you can aquastone it
Oh.
afterwards. We've also got the gold, and I've not actually used this one yet.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
really want to share it with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean out the airbrush tool. And I would do this with a tap, but of course I'm here in the studio. So hold your finger over the nozzle, and that'll filter through those little air ducts.
Do you know what, Fran? You make a really good one. Fran says you're a trolley dolly.
Hey, that's a good shout, that.
Would you like another drink, sir? Exits are
Anything
there,
from the trolley?
there, and there.
Oh, I could do that on the way to Turkey.
You'd be really good at that,
Go
actually.
go down very well.
You would. You'd be very good at that. Oh, great
right, so we're going to
idea.
filter out some water so we've not got too much.
Love
there
that.
we go. And we're going to use our gold metallic.
Oh, I'm dying to see what this looks
Yeah, I'm
like.
excited as well. So what we can do is we can airbrush one of them black and then gold on top, which is going to be interesting. But I'm going to put the metallic in here, okay? And then I'm going to go onto this black canvas just to show you what it'll look like through it. And I'm going to use one of those stencils that we've got. I'm going to use the diamond.
Before you did this plaster piece, did you gesso it?
No, I didn't. I just went straight onto the plaster.
It's fabulous, isn't
Yeah,
it? I love
it's
the
wonderful.
texture that it gives you as well. It's brilliant, isn't it?
So, gold.
Love that.
We're using gold metallic right now, and
And
it's
these
an
are your
airbrush.
diamond stencil from your set.
Absolutely, it is. So then you've got this wonderful gold airbrush finish, which means
Oh, David.
I know we can now go over the tips.
Oh my goodness me, that. Hang on. Just pass me that, please.
Look at
I need
that.
to have a look at that.
It's airbrush as well, metallic airbrush.
Look at that.
I know.
That is even better than doing it with a stencil brush
Yeah.
because it's so light and fine and delicate.
It's amazing.
That's phenomenal.
Now, if you do have body art inks, you can use this for your, your body art. So like stencils, doing tattoos and things like that, like they do at the fun fairs. But just make sure you're using something suitable for skin, not these.
Yes.
Can
you imagine?
It's all these kids running around with a tiger on their
walking
face
around the
like.
supermarket with a blue ombre if I feel like a Smurf that's
Oh,
been
like your
dipped.
tattoo. Where did you get it done? At a fun fair 3 years ago. So I'm going on to the tips of here with this wonderful gold
Oh,
now.
love that gold, David. That's magnificent.
Remind me not to drink out of that mug.
Yeah, please
Right?
don't.
So what I'm doing here is now doing all of the tips of it, this wonderful gold colour, like this. And look at that.
Oh.
We've now created that wonderful ombre. Look at this.
That's beautiful.
It's stunning and it's so easy. I'm literally just going straight in with my inks, with the airbrush, and loading up the colour. A little bit of gold in the middle there, just to add that shimmer.
Look at that.
There we go. All the way around, and let it dry in between additional coat. I'm just getting a bit of shimmer of gold all over it there.
That's lovely. You couldn't get that any other way, could you?
No,
than an airbrush?
it would be. It's airbrushed back.
Yes,
That's it. That is
absolutely.
literally it.
It's stunning, and I love you've got some slightly darker areas, lighter. I love that because it adds that texture to it.
It
That's
does.
magnificent, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, we have a question.
Question.
Right, where's my question?
It's not how many trolleys are
What's
there.
the best way to clean your stencils after using the inks? Ask Davina, please.
Davina, okay, so great question. The inks obviously are a permanent ink. So what I would do is I'd soak them, or as soon as you've done with it like that, so that's your stencil used, straight into water whilst it's active is the best time to get it off. Otherwise it's trickier. But I would use something with these particular inks. They're a water-based ink, but I would use something like a, I'm going to say, we could soak them in hot water with a dishwasher tablet, or if you've got an alcohol wipe, like antibacterial, that sort of thing, that will help you. But I'm going to say just soak them in water like that, and that's your best way to go.
There you
like
go.
you do with your Cadence, really. So with this, the control, so you can see I've got that gold there through here. I've gone quite close to it, but when you go further away, that's where you get the really fine dusting. Okay, too close gives you pooling like that. So real fine dusting means you can now make metallic card for all of your die cutting, and it's going to be the most perfect distribution of spray.
Look at that. And you were impressed as to how a small amount of ink goes a long way, weren't you?
So far. Look at that.
You got that in stereo then?
Honestly, it's good. It is honestly beautiful.
That is lovely.
So
David, oh, he's off again.
we're going to shell with our we're going to airbrush on our shell. Here we go.
I love that bit.
That bit. I put washing up liquid in it the other day and it went.
Did it?
It was creating like a waterfall of foam.
I love that.
It just keeps it. Now, I'm going to quickly show you, whilst we're at this point, what it looks like inside when you're cleaning.
Yes, please.
Now, you've got this jump ring here filled with all of these little tiny brushes, okay? There are different widths of bristle, but different widths of wire. So some of them will curve and flow through areas in here, so it will clean it up properly.
Right.
Now, just unscrew this end section. If there's any water inside, okay, so let me show you what happens. If you've got any ink or water inside, this is what will happen. Make sure it's empty first, because as soon as you open it like that, it's all going to pour out.
Oh yeah, don't
okay?
want to do that.
So you want to make sure that you've emptied it first. Now, inside here, you've got that really fine needle point. Now, with that, you can go in here with your brush, just polish it up like that, and around anywhere inside there, circulate the thread through with that bristle. Now, inside this section, oh dear, where have I put that little bit? Oh, it's there. There we go. With this one, you use your ultra fine. So your super fine one, it's going to find where that is. There we are. It's just there. It's hiding from me. That one goes inside here, and you flush it through and twirl it like that, and it will fetch any colour out. Fortunately, this one's very clean at the moment because I cleaned it this morning, but it's going to flush any of that, any ink that's inside there. And again, poke it through inside here, and it'll just fetch through any ink. We've just flushed this one here through with water, so it's cleaned it nicely for us, but even the nozzle it'll do.
Yeah.
Just in there.
Trisha is asking, says she's seen that we have a mystery box. As I missed most of the show, was there any clue as to what would be in the mystery box? So it's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
It's you're going to get a selection. It's $49.99, and there's over, well, we counted conservatively about £180 worth of product, didn't we?
We did. We can always, just before the end of the show, go through it again.
Yeah, we can go through it again. Absolutely.
Okay, but yeah, it's well worth having. It's amazing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from yellow to red in here, because we've done our icy blues with our golds. So let's do a yellow to red one. I'm going to start with the yellow and work our way down to the red.
Lewis, how long have we
let's
got,
have a look.
please?
Oh,
8 minutes.
Close
Right,
minutes.
I'm going to go and get everything out of that mystery box.
Oh,
While you're
okay,
doing
yeah,
that,
sure,
okay?
wonderful. So I'm going to start on this shell here with the yellow. There we are, and I'm going to see, there we are, it's going to go on our resin. Now, I've already painted this resin.
I've just been asked to remind everybody to type cheese.
Oh yeah, get cheese in. Get cheese in the comments. There we are, so all the way around here. And then what we're going to do is now bring in our red. Okay, this is a really quick one, but it's super easy. Bring in your red straight afterwards. And then what we do is we're going to put it to our paper just here until it starts to go a bit darker. There we are, like that. And now we're going with the red. I'm going to turn it round. So I'm filling with all of that colour. And look how nice this is. We're creating like a fiery colour in between. And then we've ombreed with our airbrush on our shell. That's how quick and easy this is. It is amazing. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
Wow.
It's so quick. Then you could introduce other colours into here. You could go in, of course, with your metallics. Even on this apple, on larger surfaces as well, you can paint them just as you would do if you were using standard paints. It's that easy. So create a blend, go around, and it infills all of the little molecules, all of the little tiny hard to reach areas so quickly and easily.
Do you know what that's going to be brilliant for? It's just reminded me, your layered stencils.
Yes, layered stencils. All the stenciling, right, to clean it out, straight in there with water, quick flush through, make sure any dried ink is taken straight out of there, and then use clean water as a continuous flow, just to give it, there you are, and hold your finger over it and that'll clean out that nozzle, just like that, look. And then you're good to go. That's it, job done. It is, I mean, look at how this is drying. It's immaculate. It is beautiful. And that's got gold, light blue, white, and ultramarine blue from all of those inks on there, giving us an incredible shaded blend. It's almost impossible to do with a brush, but you can do it. Look how it's drying now.
I love it. It's absolutely beautiful, and that gold makes it look like it's got metallic in it, doesn't it? It's stunning. Right, my lovelies, come over here. This is a representation of what you might get. Let's get the box up, because we've got to put all this back in, because we've got to take it next door. So, first of all, you've got some coloured cardstock. Now, contents will absolutely vary. Stick it on there, darling.
Okay.
And you're not carrying it, because it's heavy.
No, I don't mind. You
All
stick
right.
it in here, I'll do it,
So,
yeah.
we've got card in there. We've then got premium pure print.
Premium pure print.
You might get this, you might not, but this is a representation of what you're going to get. You've then we've got this little lunchbox. I love this. Look at this. How fabulous is this?
Best bit for me. I love that.
I love that. I love it too.
Different colours.
Kids for school, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. But also, if you're out and about during the day, most expensive thing, when we went to Alton Towers last year, it cost a small fortune in food.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
So you're getting some smiley face bags. These are going to be great for party bags. You're also going to get stickers. So you might get some lovely, these fabulous stickers. So all of those are going back in the box. You've got embossing words. So you put these down back to front and then you run them through your die cutting machine with your embossing mat. It will emboss the words into your card. You're getting some artist pads in here. You've got layered stencils. Whoop, there we go. Set of layered stencils. They were $39.99, Sam, weren't they? So
Wow.
they've got a fortune there. You've got different stencils. These would be nice with your airbrush. And that one, actually, if you got the vintage rice papers yesterday with the seaside on, that'll be great. You've got Venetian Touch. How much? $16.99, did you say?
Probably something like that.
Arteza pouring paint, if you want to have a go with pouring on the bears. You've got Dora Hybrid Acrylic,
$8.99.
which is my favourite. You've got your little pearl drops. So these are like your liquid jewellery, but you can create your pearls on your cards. Now in here, you're obviously going to get different dies. We're not going to give you two of the same, but you're getting that kind of level of dies. You're also going to get some colorant for candle wax. You're going to get more different dies. This is from one of our Flower of the Month. Getting your basic mould shapes for your coasters and your trinket trays. You've then got a little jewellery kit that has all of this content in. You just add tools. And then you've also got that fabulous little lunchbox, which I adore, and a toilet roll holder.
A toilet roll holder.
I think that's great. Somebody said a kitchen roll holder as well. That would be really good.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, fantastic.
Glue it down to one of those log bases.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Sorted.
All of that lot, or something similar to that lot, is going to be $49.99. That's way over £180 worth of product, which is just phenomenal. Shop Mystery, $49.99, which is remarkable value for
you
money.
could put all your tapes on it.
Oh, David, look at
All your
you.
tapes, take the tag off, but all the tapes can go on there.
That's perfect, isn't it, on your craft desk? Oh, I love
Perfect.
that. Good idea. Well done. That's
There
your
you go.
first one today. Brilliant. I knew it would take a while today, but it's eventually arrived.
The cogs are turning. The cogs are
The
turning.
cogs are turning. Right, airbrush. Don't miss out on your airbrush. As David said, it's sold out 5 times.
Yeah.
And the value for money on this product is quite extraordinary. I spent way over £100 on an airbrush system before. In fact, it was closer to 200, and it's tethered and it drives me crazy. And I don't use it, which is really annoying when you spend that kind of money on it. This one today, $34.99, Shop Brush, is going to get you all of that, everything that you need to get started. You just add in your choice of inks. We have a question. What is the question?
Oh, so we've got a question here from Michelle about how much extender is it 50-50? Now, I'm going to say it's more a case of like a 90 to 10 of extender to your paint. Now, it's a very, very small quantity of paint, like a pea-sized amount, and then it's harder to, say for example, if you were going to be working into your pan and you were filling this, I would never fill it more than halfway anyway. So I would use your quantity, there we go. I would do quantity of extender about halfway up to here and a little pea-sized amount of paint. So what you first want to do is fill that up with your extender so you know how much you're using, pour it into a little pot, little squeeze of paint in there, pea-sized amount, mix that, and then once it's fully mixed together, then pour it back inside here. Because if you were to put a blob of paint in and the extender, that blob of paint just going to go straight down there and block that.
Absolutely. We do the airbrush inks as well, which you might find easier. So we have 2 sets of those.
We do.
We have
I would advise doing that.
I would advise you buying these as well. So that is your Shop Artist. $27.99 is going to get you 15 different colours, and these go a long way. Or Shop Specialist, which will give you those colours. Those are where your metallics are in there. And again, $27.99. So the right product for the right tool for the right job is the message, I would say. Right, Lewis, we need to spin the wheel, don't we?
Let's spin the
I'm
wheel.
going to spin the wheel. You choose a winner. 33, 32, 31, 30. We're going to make it number 2, 150 points.
Barbara Wiggins.
Barbara Wiggins, well done, Barbara. We'll send you a message. Keep an eye out on your email, and then we'll get all your details and we'll add those to your account. Coming up next is Stephanie with glass and porcelain paints. After this morning, anything, literally anything could happen.
We'll be watching with you.
We'll see you back at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes,
Boxes and
absolutely.
blanks.
Boxes and blanks.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.